welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sidelines. He'll see the West All-Stars facing the 90's team. Tip-off goes to the 90's team. Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant. And it's LeBron in at the 5, roaming the paint. Yes, that goes in.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
The rebound by Harden. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Olajuwon's shot is good.
And, you know, even when you D Olajuwon up, he still overwhelms you with his size and footwork. There's an outstanding feel for the interior.
That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D. LeBron's got his third basket of the night. LeBron's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Stockton. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent, and every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
And Olajuwon drops them both.
Hakeem Olajuwon, a transcendent talent. Late to the game, but my, oh my, what a beast of a big man. He's certainly a guy you can build a team around.
James finds Durant. Irving double team. Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the 90's team head coach before tip-off, so it sounds like they want to turn Kawhi Leonard into a passer tonight. Coach told his team, we have to make someone else beat us. If that means running 2, even 3 defenders at Kawhi, so be it. Let's see if that strategy leads to multiple stops. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. And it'll be the 90's team with their first time out of the game right here. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Here's Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 8-point game. Irving with it, picked up by Stockton. At the elbow, it's James. Harden kicks to Leonard. Fires for 3. The rebound by Malone. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Stockton right side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Pass to Irving. Irving double team. And finished off by LeBron.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Malone. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Here's Olajuwon. Hits the jump hook. Olajuwon's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, you can't let Olajuwon get this kind of positioning. I mean, he is a master at knowing how to score close inside.
Olajuwon with the block. Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the 90's team. Simmons checked in for the West. Damian Lillard comes in for Kyrie Irving. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Anthony Davis comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Beal subbed in for James Harden.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis. Seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Now here's Stockton. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Pippen with it. Now Beal defending. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Drexler, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the West. Hits it from 3-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Drexler. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Latrey doesn't go for him. And so it's the West All-Stars going into the break with a 10-point lead. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Bradley Beal. Durant is out there with Simmons. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. The 90's team on offense, trailing by 13. And there's the pass to Pippen. Here's Olajuwon, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Stockton from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Stockton's got it back down to single digits for the 90s team. Durant the pass to Beal. LeBron outside. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists in the game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now here's Stockton. He's got 5. And here's Drexler outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Drexler's got 5.
Boy, I love watching Stockton share the ball. He does it with such aplomb. He's unselfish and always looking for the open man.
And they're pushing it up. Buries the 20-footer.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Payton, he's checked in for Stockton. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Beal dishes to Lillard. Simmons the bounce pass. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And the West All-Stars have possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And they double up James. And James throws it down.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
So it's the 90s team now. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Drexler. 5 points in the game. Payton outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Payton's got his second basket of the night. And so here are the West All-Stars. Leading by 5. James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, when James is looking to score, he puts defenders in really tough spots. And when he's aggressive and tenacious, watch out.
No good on that one. So for the 90s team, Hill, he's checked in for Pippen. And it's Jordan in for Drexler. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Davis is checked in, and he's good on the second. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
It's stolen by Hill. Here's Payton. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Payton's got 6.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
Olajuwon with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Lillard. Here's Durant. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Hill against Lillard. And James pulls it down. James has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Lillard. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Lillard's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Heat. They get it back. Here's Olajuwon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Olajuwon's got 4 this quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Davis scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for the 90s team. 6-point game. And slam dunk by Jordan.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 18. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hill has the open look. Here's Olajuwon. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. West All-Stars lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Pippen. Olajuwon is out there with Malone. Then it's Jordan, and it's Stockton in at the 5. And for the West, Anthony Davis is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's LeBron James. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard position.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
So it's the 90s team now, trailing by 4. Harden against Jordan. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Olajuwon kicks to Pippen. Poked loose. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Irving up top. He's covered by Stockton. Irving can't hit.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Boy, the athleticism of Olajuwon. Love it. Showing how efficient he can be when he's close to the bucket. A terrific throwdown.
The shot's good from Irving.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Stockton against Irving. To the right side. Here's Malone. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Bounce pass Davis. Back to LeBron. Shoots. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And that's 20 points for LeBron. So it's the 90s team now. Outside Jordan. Puts it up from 15, and he knocks down the jumper.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Durant up top. The 3 from Harden. That one misses. Good D by Jordan for the lead. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so here are the West Allstars. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Harden against Jordan. Stockton left side. Buries it down low. Stockton's got 9.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Harden finds Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Davis has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pippen, the pass to Malone. Here's Pippen. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. What a terrific move that was. Jordan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
So it's the 90's team now. A 2-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good. And the 90's team making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for James. Right side, Kevin Durant. It's Irving, top of the key. Irving double team. Back to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Jordan. He has 6. He gets it in there. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Leonard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
The first one falls. Hardaway's checked in for Scottie Pippen. All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Jordan. With the floater. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Durant. Leonard dishes to Harden. There's 37 seconds left to play in the 3rd. KD passes to Aldridge. Durant trying to break free. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And a wide open look for Jordan. Bangs home the trifecta. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for the 90's team.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. The 90's team ahead. They lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait us here in the 4th quarter. Hardaway is out there with Stockton. And there's Malone. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Jordan in at the small forward position.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
And they're on the break. Here's Stockton. Lays it in off the breakaway. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 90s team.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Stockton against Irving. Passes it to Jordan. From 20 feet out. And good. He nails it. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And then Durant with the jam.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Hardaway. Buries it from three-point range.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
From deep, Jordan. And it's Irving with the rebound. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
And the 90s team making a change here. Pippin's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's Jordan outside.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possessions. Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Irving's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Feeds it to Jordan. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
It is a given. Jordan loves delivering in these big moments. When it's an important possession, he wants the ball and the shot.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
There was no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
That's good from Malone on the assist by Stockton.
I like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
And the 90s team calls time here. They trail by 1. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. And the 90s team making a change here. Olajuwon's checked in. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Stockton. Pass to Olajuwon. And here's Malone. Goes up on the wing. And the jumper falls for him. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, Malone has a deadly jump shot, especially from the mid-range. Doesn't get any better watching him knock that down.
James. hits the first, and that ties the game up. So making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here's Malone, and the rejection by James. And good that time. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the West All-Stars. Here's Durant. The shot that time, not on target. Nice defense from Malone. So it's the 90s team now. Stockton, no good. Right side, Irving. And stolen by Jordan. The three, Pippen hits the three-point bomb.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Harden, no good. The 90s team on offense. They lead by 4. Here's Pippen. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so they foul intentionally. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan kicks to Malone. The pass to Olajuwon. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag. Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Thompson way outside. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Distance doesn't mean a thing to Clay. He's too proficient a shooter for an extra few feet to make any difference.
And the 90s team calls time here. They lead by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line for your 90s team, Michael Jordan. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Peyton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Do not expect anything less from Irving, a clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
So we see the 90s team get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg